Social anxiety, a term everyone has heard of, but what is it exactly? What are the symptoms? Is it curable? Hi, I'm Max, and in this video, we will shatter social anxiety.
Shadow social anxiety. What are you, a magician?
Who are you? Get the fuck out of my house. I'm sorry about that, but he does have a point. Social anxiety is more treatable than curable, but I will show you how you can treat it safely and make your situation 100% better. A very broad term, but in short, is a condition where a person feels very nervous around other people, and they start thinking about what other people are thinking of them. What are they judging them about? This fear appears frequently and makes it hard for people to socialize, to make friends, and go outside. Because of this, they might avoid social situations, which will impact their well-being and happiness. But that's more than enough waffling, so let's get into things. According to the DSM-V, one is affected by social anxiety if all of these criteria are met. If you take the time to read the symptoms, you might check out a few points. A lot of people are affected by social anxiety, but it's not causing them a lot of problems. Others struggle a lot. In the 70s, researchers from the University of Pennsylvania observed two groups of people heavily affected by social anxiety under two different conditions. Half of the people would receive medication, and the other would be treated with CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy. After a year, the situation of the patients would improve, and the therapies would be discontinued. A year went by, and patients who have not received any medication or therapy in 1 year were asked how they were doing. Group A that only received medication had a 76.2% relapse rate, while Group B that only received cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT for short, had a 30.6% relapse rate. While anti-anxiety medication can be incredibly effective, it can often lead to a cycle of dependency. The reason? People or patients often associate the recovery with the pills rather than their own strength. On the other hand, cognitive behavioral therapy, or more specifically exposure therapy, can engage you in the healing process. Exposure therapy involves facing your fears in small portions, step by step, and this is highly effective. Your hard work leads to recovery, and because of this, you're much less likely to relapse into old patterns of behavior. You build confidence in your ability to manage your own mental health. It's your success, it's your struggle, it's not just a pill that made the difference. I obviously don't condemn people taking medication. Every step taken towards bettering is a good step taken. I just want you guys to know that you made the difference, medication or otherwise. There's a great book by Daniel Kahneman, Think Slow and Fast. It's a great book about psychology, but the main takeaway is this. There is a conscious and subconscious mind, a slow and a fast one. One rational, the other is instinctive. While the fear that comes from social anxiety stems from the fast subconscious part, people understand that this fear is irrational when talking to a therapist in a nice room in a slow environment. Just as there is no point of treating a virus with antibiotics, there is no point of treating a condition of the subconscious sitting in a room with a therapist working on the conscious mind. People know that their fears are unfounded or exaggerated. They don't need logical reassurance. What they need is action, exposure, and conditioning of their subconscious mind not to feel social interactions. Exposure therapy is more effective for some issues and individual counseling for others. Don't misuse them like antibiotics and antivirals. I'm a very extroverted person that never suffered from social anxiety until the point where I started filming videos in public. That made me feel a little strange and damped my confidence and pride. But then I spoke to people and found out that a big portion of them struggles from the same fears. Then I decided that I could catch two birds with one stone, working on my issues and helping others who struggle. This is when I found and adapted 10 social anxiety exercises, recorded, edited, and posted them, and I want you to have them. Acknowledging people and getting feedback from outside where no danger or embarrassment is possible is crucial, and this is exactly where we will start.
Find a bridge over a highway or a busy road in your city with high-speed traffic. You must feel safe though. The cars cannot reach you. I want you to close your eyes, put your hand up, and wave. Let the cars see you. Greet the pieces of metal. Make them feel seen. Slowly open your eyes and see that the people are waving back. Some cars might even honk. See that the people acknowledge you and nothing bad happened. You didn't do anything wrong. Do this until you get 10 waves and 2 honk. Go outside next to a road and wait for a bus to pass. Look at the millions of people inside that bus and wave at them. Some will feel fear and not wave back, but some will greet you back. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Maybe you just made someone think. This should be more difficult than the first exercise, since they are a group and can seem more scary. But still, nothing bad will happen, and you will become only stronger.
Getting more personal with strangers and asking them for routine social interactions is next. Ask a stranger for a time.
I'm sorry, can you please tell me the time?
It's 2:11.
2:11.
Ask for directions.
Do you know how to go to Plaza Catalunya? So, that way and that
I
way.
think
Right.
Or pretend that you know a person and watch their reaction.
You did? I'm so sorry. I thought you were someone else. Perdóneme.
Get a little bit more crazy, irrational. Bother a waiter by being indecisive.
I will probably ask you for the patatas bravas. Actually, I don't want bravas. Or maybe edamame. I'll have the orange juice. Forget the orange juice. The cappuccino, please.
Ask for a discount at a coffee place.
My friend, how are you?
how's it going?
Everything good? You?
All good?
All good. Can I ask you for an americano? Discount for the coffee.
For what?
Can I ask you for a discount for the coffee?
A discount?
Yes.
What is that?
A discount.
A discount for the coffee?
A discount for the coffee.
For this coffee?
For this coffee.
Why?
Maybe you will say yes. 50 cents discounted.
Make a fool out of yourself by falling in public. Drop something to make it even more awkward. Don't try too hard or you can end up bleeding. Stand in a crowd and feel the presence of unimportant people.
All these unimportant people have their lives, their stories, their favorite brand of shampoo, but they don't matter to you. Stand in the crowd and feel the presence of irrelevant people. If you want to do this exercise more difficult, make way through them, pushing them apart. You are in a hurry.
From Barcelona to New York to Beijing, there are millions of people who don't matter.
Don't be afraid to treat them as such.
Become Martin Luther King Jr. You can start here.
Does anyone have the time? Does anyone have the time? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
As girls or boys out in public, I don't care if you're single or not. It's not about that.
I was passing and I saw you look really pretty.
Oh,
And
thank you very much.
I wanted to ask you.
He has boyfriend. I'm sorry, I'm 16.
Salute people on the train. It's a little bit weird for them, but you're not doing anything wrong. You're being a model citizen. You can start here.
Hello, buenas. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?
And end here.
Hello to everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Good luck. This is the last exercise. Walking in the metro, talking to a camera with only a little bit of fear, shame, and embarrassment. Do these exercises and you will notice that people don't care, and neither should you.